everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back. I'm Ciara-Level Up. I'm alongside
Ndlovu.
and today we have our guest Tabiso. We're very honored to have you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, guys, for inviting me. Yeah.
It's an absolute pleasure. So today we are unpacking something serious. I know we always say that, but this is everything is serious around the sun, right?
It is.
Today we're unpacking mental health and how that morphs into your physical well-being and your health in general, and participating in engaging with sports, engaging with gym, being just active.
True, and actually how mental health plays a role in our entire well-being, and most importantly our physical well-being and what we put into our bodies,
Yeah.
So yeah, should we dive into it? Are we ready? Oh, before we go into that, guys, please do not forget to subscribe, to comment, to like. It's Colloquy_Sessions on YouTube, Colloquy_Sessions on Instagram, Colloquy_Sessions on TikTok. Tell your friends to tell your friends, their friends, everyone, guys. Thank you for the current likes and the current following that we have. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And just continue to spread the word. And yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get right into it. So
As a really,
get right
into
get right into it.
So what role does a mental health play in our diet?
All right, guys. Thanks again for inviting me.
Pleasure.
I'm a personal trainer at Virgin Active Soweto, by the way. So I'd like to holla right there. So yeah. I mean, today's topic, it was a strong topic that I felt I should raise with people, especially encountering such issues at the gym, regarding mental health and physical health, but in terms of mental health, it's one element that's mostly neglected at the gym. We hardly pay attention at people's mental health,
Yeah.
So we just want to squat, we just want to lunge, but
and look good.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I mean, when you look good, you feel good, but
Yeah.
try to feel good so that you can keep the drive going and everything. That's where mental health comes in, So yeah. Then how to define mental health? Ooh, okay. So mental health for me, it's the stability all around, from psychological to emotional to social.
Yeah.
Understand? So how your well-being is overall, we often neglect. Understand? So overall well-being, it matters. You understand? And types of mental health that we never know as blacks is bipolar. Like, for example, if I had to ask you,
Actually, we don't talk about that enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is never
We don't
spoken
talk
of
about it
enough.
Yeah.
Actually.
And depression as well. I think it's the most prevalent disorder we find out there. You understand? Mood disorder, if I can say.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, but
And like, sorry, just to add in, another thing that I've noticed where it's mental health and fitness, if I'm not feeling good today, I won't go to a gym.
for sure.
Like, I won't do it. I won't go for a run. I won't go and cycle, because I'm just not feeling it, and I'm just upset for the day. Or should something happen, like, okay,
Sure.
I'm not feeling this today, so therefore I'm not feeling good. I am not going into that space. And funny how we never understand how it actually aids in you feeling better.
Right?
True.
You
I
going there,
agree.
it actually makes you feel a lot more better, but we never think of it like that.
And funny thing, right now we have what we call pre-workouts, which are like stimulants. They contain caffeine. These put you in a mood for gym. But how do you avoid those? Understand
So when
what
you
I
say
mean? So
pre-workout, you mean in its true sense, like something you consume before you work out?
before you work out,
Oh, okay.
just to trigger your nervous system. You understand? So it works like coffee, if I can say.
Okay.
So it's a stimulant, it contains caffeine. But what happens when you caffeine intolerant?
True.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you
So
psych
what are
yourself?
those things, by the way? Like what?
What? Oh, intolerance.
No. I mean, the pre.
The pre-workouts.
Yeah.
So pre-workout, brand to brand, they have different ingredients, but the main ingredient is nitric oxide, which helps with dilations of vessels and to it allows that blood flow, put you in the mood,
Yeah.
stimulates the nervous system, to put you in the mood as well. So yeah, and release certain hormones like adrenaline. When adrenaline is rushing,
Yeah.
then you wanna just charge in and work out. You understand? So yeah.
Nice.
But
Hectic.
yeah.
So you pretty much kind of answered the diet question because
Yeah.
essentially you have to ingest something to motivate your body.
For sure, for
activity and stuff.
But let's say again, what happens when I can't take coffee? Because you know, coffee sometimes it causes anxiety. You understand?
Absolutely.
Heart palpitations and everything. But what happens when you caffeine intolerant?
True.
Understand? But when you
What
take,
happens?
what happens?
What can we take as
What can we
opposed
take?
to?
For sure, I mean, blast a good jam before your workout, a
True.
good jam puts you in this mood,
Because like I can
You're
imagine, I cannot be. Already, I spend majority of my day overly caffeinated, and then from there I want to go to the gym. I cannot afford to add another extra dose of caffeine. I'm gonna die.
For sure, for sure.
Yep.
I'm gonna die. So
Yep.
yeah, guys. Yeah, it's hectic.
It's tough out there.
It's
It is. And another thing as well is meditation, calm yourself down,
Yeah.
before anything, you understand? Because you had a hectic day at work,
Yeah.
the kids, the family, the buzz, the rush, you understand? Give yourself time to calm yourself down, recenter, then it's gonna put you in the mood as well.
Get into
Yeah,
it.
like just channel yourself.
Channel yourself, and remind yourself of your goals, man, as well. That's
Yeah.
And then how does our culture as black people influence our eating habits? Because as black people, like ipapa is part of who we
Staple.
are.
Yeah.
Staple.
Yeah.
See, for example, I woke up with pap today.
I'm judging.
Breakfast.
I had to eat
Yeah.
breakfast. I mean, intentionally corn,
Sure.
or
Yeah.
it's leftover food. So those influences play a huge role in our diets as black people in a black society.
I agree. Most of our diets are made up of starches. Tenacity 7 colors, pumpkin, spinach,
Mazamba.
amazamba. That's what I mean. And ipapa ngapa, you understand?
Yeah.
And one thing as Africans, we were moving more, you understand? So in terms of moving, we were always active, you understand? From hunting to gathering your water, you understand what I mean? To herding the cows and everything, you understand? So
I like how you view it.
you understand what I mean? We were very, very active, and
funny enough, they were very healthy.
for sure, their food was
And
ground based,
And it was
grown
less
from the-
processed
Yeah.
back then.
Gyros? No.
Grown from the ground,
True.
solid, you understand? And I wonder what happened to us planting like that, growing our own veggies, growing our own fruits, you understand? Imagine even you have avocados at your backyard, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So in terms of health, in terms of how we structured our plate, we had an idea. It's just how things change, especially when we moved from urbanization, you know, industrialization. Now we're starting to work. We're working from home. Now we're entering these processed stuff. You know, processed stuff, they change your taste bud. Understand? If I had to give you a spinach versus a McDonald's burger, you'd rather have a McDonald's burger. Spinach. You understand? You understand what I mean?
We've got the morojo in our snacks.
You know what I mean? So for sure. Then in terms of the change, evolution, things were changing, you know, urbanization, industrialization, starting to work and everything. Then processed stuff entered.
Can I be political?
Okay,
A
political.
bit.
Don't offend nobody. Of course you may.
We were brought into Soweto so that we don't have as much space to actually grow our own things because we are all cramped up together.
Of course, we are literally back to back. There's no space to even play outside. Like,
Yeah, and all of us, the pavement. So rather than you actually keeping your soil and whatnot and using it to plant, like, oh, I'm eating funny pavement.
Right, pressure. We
So-
just created a concrete jungle.
Yep.
Concrete
That
jungle.
was just my 2 cents.
We appreciate it.
And funny thing is that I love, you know, those tweet, is it?
Yes.
Mobile veggies.
You know,
Yeah,
mobile veggies, you know, we have different colors of veggies. Why don't we support such business more? You understand?
True.
Yes.
Staying healthy, you understand,
True.
and everything.
How convenient. It's
How
like
convenient,
it's
bruh.
like you Uber eat your veggies. So brilliant.
You know, well,
You're right. How would you respond to a loved one confiding in you about being depressed?
Very tricky. Very tricky.
it is very tricky, especially the way Rona Batwaban you understand? And from sex to sex, you understand? Male,
Yeah.
female.
Yeah.
You understand? Because as a male, you told her to chin up, move on with life. You understand? Make a plan. You understand what I mean?
True.
Have you addressed the issue? How do we address the issue as well?
Yeah.
You know, we never believe in talking, you know, as blacks, Buti, okay, as Kalisani, let's see how we can make a plan. So number one for me is, guys, I think we need to have talks, more talks as families, as friends, you know, just reach out, man. Just reach out to your loved ones. And
So this next question is quite personal. Maybe a little intrusive, but also informative.
And it's real.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely.
real thing.
How important is it to navigate your physical well-being in line with your mental health so that you can be sexually healthy?
yeah, okay, so basically, you know, we never speak about medications as well that affect your libido, you know.
Yeah.
Certain medications affect your libido, tola wuti, it can come up, you
Yeah.
understand what I mean? Because of certain medications, and it adds more to your anxiety, your depression, that when you're in the
You can't
bedroom
perform anymore.
now you're ashamed, you know, that you can't get it up, and it's intense now in the bedroom, you know, that you wanna, it's either keep quiet or you understand?
Yes.
It leads to,
Aggressive.
you understand, it leads to abuse, because here you are now, it's something you've never spoken about as a guy that "Dude, I can't get it up because of certain medications and everything, you know. But here we are as trainers, we help you to be active, and the more you're active, the more there's blood flow, the more you can get it up as a guy, understand, and you help navigate even those medicines as well to not inhibit your sexual performance, understand. But it's something that we never speak about, that sex and mental health is
They go hand in hand.
they go hand in hand. Plus, as even females as well, you find that there are certain things that you hold back because you don't want to hurt your partner, but you holding back certain things, it's detrimental to your relationship.
What would be those certain things?
Dun dun dun.
Hey.
Right under the spot.
So based from experience, I heard that males don't listen, men don't listen. You understand, to preference.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Toluguti, you prefer to be held this way instead of this way. But here I am as a guy, I believe Wuti Wuso. You understand what I mean? So there's a line of broken communication. You understand?
Sure.
And you find that we never speak much about our desires. That you told her Wuti, maybe as a woman you just want to cuddle on that day.
Sure.
And here's this guy, I'm from the gym, it's been intense, I've seen a whole lot of ladies and everything.
Sure.
And I just wanna
Release.
you understand what I mean? And
Nelly's not in the mood.
Nelly's not in the mood, you understand? Nelly needs to do dishes, she's from work, you understand, she's tired.
True.
But how do we assist each other? I mean, we're in a relationship, we're supposed to at least tell each other, Wuti, dude, can you help me with dishes at least?
Yeah.
Understand? Then it makes things better.
Communication.
Communication.
Yeah.
So Tina, as gents, she cuddling, man. Hey, man.
Tied.
And also, I feel like sexual conversations in a relationship, it's never something that's been had.
Yes.
Like
Constructively.
not the practicalities, but the conversation. Let us just sit down and teach each other. Oh, I like blue. No, I like red. Okay,
Yes.
so how do we come together and make it a rainbow? All of those type of things, and
Like that.
they're not serving us any justice, really.
And it doesn't even have to be a one-time conversation.
It doesn't
You
have
know
to
what I
be.
mean? So at some point you need to, because like stresses, medication,
Yes.
all those things come to play,
Yes.
And once you sit down and you get to understand a person,
True.
communication's key.
And also, chances are you might find that things change. Like as you said, you might have to take on certain medication,
Sure.
and then now things have changed. Let us sit down and let us address it.
Yeah.
How do we do with that? How do we deal with that?
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, it's tricky.
It is tricky, and I mean, let's say for example, as a guy, I can get it up. What do I do to keep the desires going,
True.
the sex going, the intimacy going, in a relationship?
How do you fulfill it?
How do you fulfill it? Do you introduce toys?
Yes.
You understand what I mean?
If you're comfortable and your partner's comfortable, I think yes.
You understand what I mean?
Sure.
And it's ego play as well, as a guy, as a gent. Here you are, you chose this big, enormous vibrator there.
Oh my God.
Like, damn, like.
And that's the
Message your mind.
No, you messed up again. And on top of the pills, you took medication.
Oh my
Now
God.
here's this vibrator, you need to, navigate as well. So, I mean.
Actually, I never thought of that like that.
Yeah.
Like the pressure you apply, so you're trying to create a solution, but it problematizes itself for you and probably for her as well, because now she's used to that kind of pleasure and she wants that in particular.
Sure.
It's amazing what silicone can do.
Especially when it lasts longer than silicone.
It lasts forever. It lasts forever.
And another thing that we never speak of are banned substances, you understand? You find at the gym, steroids.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Steroid discussion, man. Tell the guy's big, but down there. But
I did not see that one coming.
Those things affect fertility. You understand what I mean?
Exactly.
You understand what I mean? For just a temporary image, because I want to look this way now, my fertility is affected.
Yeah.
Understand?
So the myth is actually not a myth. that
Big guys.
big guys.
Oh.
No offense.
No offense.
It's not a universal thing.
No offense, but
Opinions.
yeah, I mean, you're taking steroids, right? And they're bound to mess with your hormones. So you are entirely messing up what you have
Yeah.
inside. So actually, the myth is not a myth. If you are messing up with your hormones,
Sure. You are. Sorry, you are
Yeah.
fighting nature.
thank
You're
you.
combating
True.
nature.
You're combating nature.
You're just messing around with your hormonal levels.
Exactly.
So like your testosterone levels were too nice, they were okay, but now you want them extreme that it affects even your sex drive, you know?
True.
Yeah.
Then you find that you no more desire sex like the way you used to as a guy, you
time
understand what I
scales.
mean? And you know, women have this preconceived notion that automatically as a guy you need to get it up.
Of course not. Yeah.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
but
you're
this
right.
guy, like, if it doesn't come up,
There's something wrong.
there's something wrong with the guy.
Or you
understand
don't
what I
like
mean?
me.
Or you don't like me. You
Yeah.
understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Blaming yourself as well as a woman, you know. So yeah, so steroids, guys, please stay away, especially when it's
No
not
way.
medically controlled by profession. Understand? Stay away from those. Yeah.
Okay.
So
And we can do our shakes with the powders, the weight gain powders, all of those. Are those good?
So over the counter stuff. Remember, these things are not strictly regulated.
Yeah.
True.
You
It's
understand?
packed with sugar.
Packed with sugar, you know,
Yeah.
ingredients inside, man. It's crazy. You find that certain products they do have steroids
Yeah.
because remember, as a brand, you selling this promise. You gotta adhere to that promise
True. You
somehow.
have to deliver.
You need to deliver, you understand what I mean? And it's sad that you find athletes using these over-the-counter stuff, and when they test them for doping, you find there's a banned substance in there. You understand what I mean? Then here you are, you killed someone's career without them knowing because of over-the-counter stuff.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, and it's I mean they sell it at a health store. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's usually health stores that have that.
True. That's why I always say seek medical consultation, professional. You know, assess the product as well. You know, you find that certain products have lactose, for example. You find yourself bloated and stuff. Then you find you are lactose intolerant. So guys, seek medical attention in terms of a dietitian, a GP, and stuff to recommend such over-the-counter products. So
Interesting.
please, yeah.
Yep. Don't just buy Zoli Mahler.
It will go south.
Real quick. And on our last question. So on the 10th of October, it's Mental Health Day in South Africa. How do you suppose we can start delving deeper into commemorating in light of further social enlightenment?
Big question.
Mouthful.
I think we just need to address issues, you understand, and no matter how scary or how like when you explicit or maybe you wanna push something that doesn't agree with your culture, you understand what I mean? Because sometimes we blame certain things more bullying. Understand what I mean? Something we never speak of.
That's a pandemic.
Yeah, you understand? But when you get a professional diagnosis, then you find that maybe they're schizophrenic, understand?
Yes, actually.
And yeah, so it's sad because schizophrenia is you see things, then you understand what I mean? You know, so we gotta have those conversations from a professional. Yet again, how do we dive into the spiritual as well?
Sure.
You know, to create the spiritual awareness, you know, that okay, we're praying, but how do we channel to recenter ourselves through prayers? You understand what I mean? So
Meditation is prayer.
meditation is prayer. You know, we often think that prayer is only one form, understand? Even telling yourself good things, positive stuff.
True.
You know, that's a good
Affirmation.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, bro. So yeah. So the kind of thing. So we just need to find methods that work for us, from person to person. You know, because a certain method might not work for you, and vice versa.
True.
Understand? So we just need to have awareness. And please, guys, I think even males, man, don't be scared to consult. You know.
Yes.
Social Gender Justice, the SEREC, South African Depression and Anxiety Group, Men's Clinic as well, understand? So guys, do use your social media platforms, Google, you know, search these places, there's plenty. So yeah, guys, please do consult if you have a problem, whether down south or up north. Yeah, whatever. Align your chakra.